your dog keeps sniffing or licking its feet, this might shock you. It's not just a quirky little habit, it could be one of the first signs that something's deeply wrong. Most owners miss it. And by the time they realize something's off, it's already too late. But what if we told you it's actually one of the most overlooked warning signs your dog is silently begging for help? In this video, you'll learn the subtle clues hidden in this behavior and what your dog is trying to tell you without a single bark or whimper. Number 1, self-soothing through obsession. When a dog keeps going back to the same paw over and over again, even when nothing's there, it's not cleaning, it's coping. They're regulating stress mostly because they're overstimulated or afraid. The scary part, this can turn into a cycle of obsession. A dog will keep licking the same spot until the fur wears off. Over time, this behavior can generalize. A dog might start with one paw, but end up obsessively licking all 4, even targeting other parts of the body. That's when it becomes a full-blown habit loop that's incredibly hard to break. Number 2, physical pain hiding in plain sight. Sometimes sniffing or licking the feet isn't about emotions at all. It's about pain. Dogs can't say my paw hurts, but they'll direct all their attention to where it hurts the most. A thorn, a splinter, an infection, swollen pads, cracked skin, even a hidden tick lodged between their toes. And what do? They sniff, they lick, they chew. So the next time you catch your dog doing this, check closely. Look between the toes, feel for bumps, smell for foul odors. What they're doing isn't random, it's targeted. You might also notice limping, favoring one leg, or hesitation to walk on certain surfaces. These are all clues that something is wrong physically, and left untreated, it could lead to more serious injuries or infections. Also consider environmental factors, such as walking on hot pavement, exposure to road salt, or stepping on sharp gravel. These can all irritate the paws and lead to repeated attention and discomfort. Number 3, a symptom of emotional collapse, but here's where it gets even more heartbreaking. Excessive paw sniffing or licking often comes with something else: withdrawal. Dogs that are emotionally overwhelmed don't always lash out, they shut down. Suddenly, they're not greeting you at the door. They're not wagging their tail. They're not playing with their toys. And instead of asking for help, they disappear into corners. Just like humans who shut down emotionally, dogs isolate themselves when they feel mentally drained. If your dog used to be social and suddenly becomes distant or uninterested, it's a red flag. And emotional distress isn't always dramatic. It can build slowly. A change in routine, a new environment, or even picking up on your stress can all weigh heavily on your dog's mind. Number 4, chronic stress leaves clues. Chronic stress in dogs doesn't always come with loud signs. It shows up in quiet behaviors like yawning in the middle of the day, trembling when you grab your keys, or obsessively sniffing the same spot on their body. These are signs of nervous system burnout. A dog sniffing its paws constantly might be showing you that their stress bucket is full. And this habit is how they're releasing just a few drops. You'd be amazed how many anxious dogs use paw licking as a survival behavior. It gives them something to do when their environment feels unpredictable. And it tricks their brain into feeling safe, even when it's not. Stress can come from changes in routine, loud environments, being left alone too long, or even feeling neglected. By learning your dog's stress triggers, you can help prevent these repetitive behaviors before they escalate. You can also help reset their nervous system with enrichment, play, affection, or calming supplements. Consult your vet first. Daily structure and emotional safety go a long way. Number 5, medical conditions that mask themselves. Paw sniffing can also point to something more serious. Conditions like arthritis, interdigital cysts, or even autoimmune skin diseases often start with minor paw discomfort. But because the signs are subtle, dogs just cope. And unless you know to look, unless you connect the dots, these conditions get missed. By the time the symptoms escalate to limping or open wounds, the damage is already done. That's why vets stress this so much. Any repeated, obsessive attention to one area deserves a closer look. If your dog is over a certain age or has a known medical condition, this behavior should trigger an immediate health check. Never assume it's harmless without ruling out underlying issues. Even thyroid problems or hormonal imbalances can contribute to excessive licking or skin sensitivity. If in doubt, ask your vet to run a full panel. Number 6, misunderstood and ignored. Too often, owners dismiss paw licking or sniffing as just what dogs do. And sure, dogs clean themselves. They explore with their noses. That's normal. But when that behavior becomes constant, when it's focused on one paw or both, that's no longer cute. That's a cry for help. They're trying to get your attention in the only way they know how. And it's up to you to listen. The good news? By noticing it early and taking action, you can stop this spiral. You can help your dog feel seen, safe, and supported. It starts with awareness. Build a habit of checking your dog's paws during cuddle time or after walks. Create a ritual of connection. That small effort can prevent something much bigger down the road. Number 7, allergies and environmental sensitivities. Another often overlooked reason your dog may be obsessively sniffing or licking its feet is allergies, either from food, grass, pollen, or chemicals they've walked through. Just like humans, dogs can have allergic reactions that cause itching, swelling, or irritation. The paws are particularly vulnerable since they're in direct contact with everything your dog walks on. Have you recently changed their diet? Have they walked on new grass around treated lawns or through household cleaners? Even carpet cleaners or floor sprays can trigger reactions. If your dog is licking or sniffing more right after walks or playtime outdoors, allergies might be the culprit. Wiping their paws with a damp cloth after outdoor exposure, using hypoallergenic wipes, or switching to gentler home cleaning products can make a big difference. In more serious cases, your vet may recommend allergy testing or prescription medication to help manage chronic reactions. Don't overlook environmental factors. Sometimes the irritant is right under their paws. Number 8, boredom and lack of stimulation. Dogs need mental and physical stimulation daily. When they don't get enough, they may redirect that energy into repetitive behaviors like sniffing or licking their paws. It's a way to pass the time, but it can quickly become compulsive. Try adding variety to their walks, puzzle toys, or new training games. A tired dog is a happy dog, and a mentally satisfied one is far less likely to develop destructive habits. Number 9, residual scent marking. Dogs experience the world through scent, and sometimes they sniff their own paws to analyze where they've been. If they've stepped in strong-smelling substances or encountered territorial markings from other animals, they may obsessively sniff to decode the message. While this is more common and not usually harmful, if it becomes excessive or fixated, it can signal stress or sensory overload. Number 10, habit from puppyhood. If a dog began paw licking as a puppy, whether due to teething, nervousness, or simple curiosity, it might continue into adulthood out of pure habit. Some behaviors that start during developmental phases stick around even when the trigger is long gone. That's why it's so important to monitor and redirect these habits early. Reinforce calm behavior, provide plenty of healthy outlets, and intervene gently when the behavior crosses into obsession. What starts as something harmless, just a dog sniffing its paw, can spiral into something much more serious. So many dogs endure in quiet, licking themselves raw, hiding their pain behind a wagging tail. And we miss it, not because we're bad owners, but because no one ever told us what to look for. But now, you know. You know that paw sniffing might mean anxiety, that licking can be a coping behavior, that it might be a sign of infection, injury, or even emotional burnout. You know that dogs can't speak, but they communicate all the time with their eyes, their posture, and yes, even their paws. So here's what to do. Next time you see your dog repeatedly licking or sniffing its feet, don't dismiss it. Sit with them. Gently check for redness, swelling, or signs of pain. If something looks off, talk to your vet. If it seems emotional, spend a little more time with them. Reassure them. Make them feel safe. Sometimes just being present is the most powerful medicine they need. And if you want to keep understanding your dog better, hit that subscribe button. Because this is just one of the many ways your dog might be silently asking for your help. And next time, you'll know exactly what they're saying.